Hi, I'm Anupam, and today I will show you how to make a coronavirus terminator yourself. Do I need a personal terminator? Yes, because coronavirus may never go away. There are several vaccines under development, but it could take as long as a year. And this virus is spreading by contact. Washing hands with soap is not enough because we cannot wash everything. There are items like papers, purse, credit cards, cash, coin, keys, mobile phones, laptops, and many more that cannot be washed or sanitized by alcohol-based wet sanitizers. It means that for months and years to come, we will all need safe, dry sanitizers at home and also in workplaces. Before we go on to use the ultraviolet C band light, we would want to know whether it is safe and does it kill coronavirus. Ultraviolet C light in 100 to 280 nanometer band has germicidal properties, and it has been proven that it shreds the genetic materials of pathogens, the bacteria, the viruses. This light has been used in municipal water treatment and for disinfectations for decades. It is proven to be safe on food, and there are several research papers and evidences available to vouch for their safety. And because of the coronavirus pandemic recently, there has been acceleration in the research on its effect on coronavirus. And there are evidences that the UVC light kills the coronavirus that is causing the COVID-19 disease. The only precaution that needs to be taken is that it should not be exposed to human beings. It is harmful to skin and eyes, and we should avoid that exposure. There's another type of UVC light which is in the far UVC band that is not harmful to human beings, but this is not yet in mass production. During the lockdown, I had these questions, and then I made one for myself. And today I'm going to share with you how you can do it yourself. What do you need to make it? So the key things that you need to make it are the UVC lamp, the tube, which is also used in water purifiers. It has been used in these aquaguards and several purifiers to kill the bacteria in the water that we drink. And these are small lamps which work at 230 volt and 11 consume only 11 watt power and about 8 inches in length. And these are most of them are manufactured by Philips. For powering these tubes, you also need a choke. Now you get chokes from Philips, or you get other type of chokes which have connectors which can connect directly to the pin of the tubes. What else do you need? You need an empty carton of about 1 feet by 1 feet by little more than a feet. You need aluminum foil. You can use your kitchen foil that you use for packing food. It is basically used to reflect the UVC light inside the chamber and also to prevent its leakage outside. We will need one 2-pin plug of the mains, 230 volt mains, and 2 core wire of about 2 meter length. We will also need Fevicol, insulation tape, scissors, scales, etc. You can see it here in this picture. In the step 1, what we will do is we'll take the carton and we'll cut it into 2 equal parts. So you get 2 halves. And then we will cut the aluminum foil from the dispenser and paste it on all sides inside of the 2 halves with Fevicol. You can see in the second picture. Then if we are going to make a double chamber, Then we will take a glass sheet which is of 2 mm thickness, about 2 mm thickness. It should be slightly bigger than half so that it can sit on one of the half. We will use the other half to cover the glass from top. The benefit of this is that we will be able to expose the items from bottom as well as from the top using two lamps. If you don't have the glass, then single half can be used to cover the items, but you will have to turn them over after exposing on one side. That is the only disadvantage. The electronic choke that you get will have two connectors, and these two connectors are meant for the two ends of the tube, as you can see in the first picture. And there is one wire which has got no connector, that is for the AC mains input. As you can see here, you have to make two holes on this carton, on this half box, so as to insert this connector at a distance of about 12 inches into the half box. As you can see, you can use a screwdriver to make those small holes. Once you have got the connector on the other side, you can do the same thing for the second half box. If you are using the Phillips choke, it doesn't have these connectors. In this case, you will need to push the wire through these holes, and they will need to be soldered on the pins of the tube on the two ends. Now we will make two small holes next to the wire and push a twist wire or a tying thread through the hole and tie the wire gently close to the foil, as you can see in this picture. We have to do the same for two ends of the tube so that tubes are seated gently and well. Similarly, in the second half box, fix the second tube. Next comes the connections of this choke. As you can see in the diagram above, the power is connected in parallel to the two chokes, the phase and the neutral, and these chokes then power the two tubes. So you have to connect the two core mains plug and wire it to two wires from the two chokes in parallel to give 230-volt AC power to these two tubes in the two half boxes. If you are using a single box and tube, connect the choke directly via the two core wire to the two pin mains plug, and you don't need to connect the second choke and tube in parallel. Put the insulation tape so that the wires do not short together and for safety from high voltages. Next, you insert the plug into 230-volt socket and switch on the power momentarily. Don't do it for too long, just to check if the lamps light up. If they don't light up with bluish light, then check the connections. You have to take special precaution here. Do not touch the 230-volt AC wire or tube when switch is on. And don't look into the lamp and switch off the power within few seconds if it is lighted up. Now that you are ready, how do we use this? If you are using a single half box, you will have to place the objects to be sanitized on a clean flat surface, like a shelf or on a table. Cover it with the UVC sanitizer half box as shown in the other picture. Switch on the power for a minimum of 1 minute and switch it off. You can keep it on for even longer. There is no harm caused. So you can, like some people are sanitizing it, their items for 10 minutes or even 20 minutes. It is perfectly fine. There is no harm caused by the UV light to those objects like mobile phones, masks, currency notes, coins, anything, laptop. There is no harm caused. Take care that don't expose yourself to the UVC light. Then once your first cycle is over, turn the items over because you are having only one side and repeat the exposure for 1 minute to the other side of the items. Then switch off the power, remove the box and use the items. Make sure that you do not remove the cover when the power is on. because that will expose you to the ultraviolet C light, which is harmful to the eyes and the skin. So take care. If you have made twin boxes, one for bottom, one for top with two tubes, then you can place them like this. Place the objects to be sanitized on flat glass surface over the inverted lower UVC sanitizer half box. So it will be illuminated from the bottom lamp, this glass shelf, and with the second sanitizer half box it will be covered. So there will be a lamp on the top part. So the items that you keep inside will be exposed by this UVC light from all sides. Then you switch on the power for minimum of 1 minute and switch it off. You can use any timer. You can use your mobile phone to time it for 1 minute, or you can just look at your own watch and just switch off after 1 minute. If you want to expose it for longer, you can do it for as much as 20 minutes. Switch off the power, remove the box, and use the items that are now sanitized on all sides. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed making this sanitizer for yourself. Please share it with others and send in your feedback. Thank you.